Hello, my name is H.A. Pruitt and I'm the author of the Anathalian series, and in this video I'm going to do a book review. Before I do it, I want to say please do book reviews. Any book you read, no matter how short, no matter how long, no matter what age group it is for, please do book reviews. Especially if it's a book that somebody would buy for somebody else, like a kid, which this book review is going to be a kid's book. Do the book review of the kids' book because parents are very picky about which books they will let their kids read or read to their kids, and so do a review so people actually know what's in the book, because authors often don't say everything that's in the book because they, you don't want to give everything away. So please do review books so people know what's in them and can make that decision to buy it or not based on the reviews, which people often do. Okay, so the book I'm going to review today is Turklet and the 7 Chicken Chicks, and I have this paperback book, but it's in the room where my toddler is sleeping right now, and I am not that brave, okay? So here's the book picture. It is a children's book. It has farm animals. It has important messages about love and family, so that's the genre. The audience, I would say the reading level would be 3rd through 5th grade, a higher reading level for a kid's book. But the enjoyment level, I would say, like, any kid could enjoy their parents reading to them, but the length of the book and the attention span of kids, you might not have much luck anywhere below 1st grade. Yeah, so I'll say a little bit more about that in a second. So, summary of the book. My summary is that a turkey and a duck work together to raise chicken chicks. They have many differences, but learn love for one another can overcome their differences and difficulties. And it's a really cute book. My 2-year-old, he loved looking at he loves looking at the pictures and naming the farm animals, and he loves any book to do with farms. And so he loves farm animals. He loves seeing the ducks and the chickens, and we have chickens, and so he's, what does he call them? Chicky chicks or chickies. He calls them chickies. Chickies. So he loves looking at the book and seeing the chickens and the ducks and all the different animals. And he only listened to the book for 2 pages when I tried to read it to him. And he just wanted to flip back and forth and look at the pictures. Only 2 pages. So that's kind of goes with that attention span thing that I was saying. It's not gonna, kids who are real little probably aren't gonna sit and listen to the whole book. And my son does listen to longer books, but this one just, I don't know, it just didn't hold his attention, but the pictures held his attention. And so my only negative for this book is that it is too long. Okay, if you're a parent, you understand exactly what I mean. If you're not a parent, that's going to sound bogus to you that this book is too long. But like when you're a parent and your kid brings you a 40-page children's book, like my husband, this is going to sound really awful, but my husband, our son brought him this book to read. He said, "No, I hate that book because it's so long." But he did read it to him. And every time he flipped a page, he's like, "Oh, it keeps going. Oh, it keeps going. Oh, it keeps going." And it's really long for a kid's book. It's really, really long for a kid's book. So that's the only thing that's bad. It would have been better if it was like a series split up into several books, because then it just wouldn't be so long. Kids, they'll want you to read them a book, and then they'll listen for 2 pages and they'll go play. But if you stop reading, they'll get mad at you. And that's just the headache that this book it does. So that's my only negative. Everything else about the book is wonderful. The illustrations just add to the expression and the emotion of the story. The illustrations are beautiful. They're wonderful. Like I said, my 2-year-old could identify the animals. They're clear. They're beautiful. I love the illustrations. They're so cute and fun, and they just add so much to the story, like illustrations should in a kid's book. They're eye-catching, they're cute, they're full of details. I love detailed pictures and illustrations in kids' book. I love the details. A lot of books we have are just the character, and the details add so much to the story. I love that the story has meaning. The story has so much meaning. It has layers of meaning about love and how love can help you overcome struggles. It's a book that can help kids understand like about adoption or like fostering. It can help kids understand like just because someone's different, it doesn't mean that you can't hang out with them or be family with them. And as a foster parent, that is like such an important thing in our family, that the foster child we have looks, well, he's not foster child, he's our son. Yay. But he looks really different than our other kids. But all our kids know each other are brothers, and that is such a special thing when kids can look at each other and say we are a family despite the fact that we look very different. And the book points that out with like yellow chicks and the black chicks or the speckled chicks or whatever. I can't remember right now. Again, the book's in there in the danger place where the children are napping. But this story has so much meaning, and it can speak into so many different situations. And I love that the book has so much meaning, because so many other kids' books are just dumb. They're just dumb and they have no meaning. Or if like they have a meaning, you're like, I think this is what it means, but it's really unclear. And it's so annoying when you read a kid's book and you get done and you're like, well, that was pointless. Like we have a book called Ice Cream Face, and it doesn't have any thing. It's just like this kid makes different faces when he's talking about ice cream, and it's like, what's the point of this dumb book? But Turklet and the Chicken Chicks has so much meaning, and it's important, and it's wonderful, and it's good, and I love that. And I appreciated that the story actually has a plot. Again, a lot of kids' books don't have a plot. They just like say random things, and it all goes together, but you're like, well, what was the story? But Turklet and the Chicken Chicks actually has a plot, and it's a good plot. Like I said, it's a long plot, but it all feels together. It's a plot. It's an actual plot in a children's book. Like, if you're a parent, you don't know how happy that makes me. If you are a parent, you know how happy that makes me, because like you find so many dumb books that you don't want to read over and over again, but you like reading the books with a plot that you can enjoy too as the parent. This is a book you can enjoy as a parent. And kids love animal books. Like all my kids love the animal books. They love seeing animals in books and naming the animals, even if they don't want to listen to the full story. They like seeing the animals in the books, and that teaches them, you know, little bitty kids like my 2-year-old, he's learning animal sounds and animal names and animal colors, and we can do that with the book, even if he doesn't want to listen to the story at times. And kids love animals to learn stories. If this was a people story, they probably wouldn't listen as well, but because it's an animal story, the kids want to listen more, and so that's a positive too. And the book portrayed the animals correctly, which I was happy with. A lot of kids' books do not portray animals realistically, but this one did, and how the animals really look, so that was a positive too. So overall, like, it's too long, but besides that, if you can get your kids to sit and listen to this book, it's a really beautiful book with beautiful illustrations, a beautiful message. It's just so sweet. So I would recommend buying it and keeping it, and maybe when your kids get to that 3rd grade through 5th grade level, then they can like read it themselves and pay attention, and it will be a wonderful book for them. Yeah, so that is my book review of, I gotta get the name right, Turklet and the 7 Chicken Chicks by, I never said, it's by Effie Joe Stock. The publisher is Dragon Bone Publishing. I give it 5 stars, because even though it's too long, like a lot of kids' books are too long, and it's usually the ones that are better books that are too long. I can think specifically of another farm book we have, like We Belong Together. If you've heard of that book and read that book, this is a very similar book to that. Not in the storyline, but in the feel. It's farm animals learning to be a family together. Very sweet, very cute. Probably gonna make you cry. Yeah. So that would be I can't think of the word, a comparable book. So that's my book review of Turklet and the 7 Chicken Chicks. Have you read this book? Leave me a comment. Do you like animal books? Do you like farm books? Do you read children's books? Do you have kids that like to listen to books? What books do they like? What are your favorite kids' books? Leave me a comment. Please like this video. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Please share this video with others. And thank you very much for watching. Bye! If you want to know more about Anna Thalian or H.A. Pruitt, please follow me on Instagram at H.A. Pruitt. You can find me on Amazon as an Amazon author, H.A. Pruitt. Please watch my YouTube channel and all my cool videos on my channel, H.A. Pruitt Anna Thalian. You can find me on the Facebook page, H.A. Pruitt Anna Thalian. You can follow me on Goodreads by the name H.A. Pruitt and the book Anna Thalian, or you can go to my website where so much cool stuff about Anna Thalian is. The website is hapruitt.com.